Hi YouTubers, it's Evan X right now, very pivotal, so it's going to be very pivotal right now, it is going to be a ramble as of August 26, 2018, pretty cool big ass year of life. Yes, this would be actually called Interesting Topic. I already did a ramble on another video, so I want to talk about right now something interesting from a health point of view. I should post on Medical Thursday, but I thought I'd do it right now. It basically has to do with, I'm not a doctor, obviously I did a video today about disclaimers. I am not a doctor, I'm not a professional medical doctor. These videos are just general information. So I know Fred will like his rambles because nice big ass Fred for life. So essentially I want to talk about gauging life expectancy. So as a human being or living creature, we all have a life expectancy. So I want to talk about gauging my life expectancy right now. So I am 27 years old. I'll be 28 years old next year. That's considered by most standards to be young adulthood. So because young adulthood is generally from about 20 years old to about 40 years old. Again, I'm not a doctor for the last time. These videos are just general information. So anyway, it's hard at my age to gauge where I'm going to be in 10, 20, 30 years, philosophy, all that kind of stuff, all that kind of crap. So because I have a very hard time gauging it because, first off, I'm not a doctor, and second off, because in general, like I've said before in our videos, what you do before you turn 30 or 35 is like your grace period. So it's like, you could be very heavy set at 25 years old, be 100 pounds overweight, and then, lo and behold, when you reach 30 years old, you turn your life around, you lose 50, 60 pounds over the course of, very safely over the course of 2 or 3 years, even 4 years or 5 years. You cut down on smoking, you cut down on drinking, you cut down on bad activities, bad habits, nice big ass habits for life, like the big ass cigar. Then obviously you're going to have probably a longer life expectancy because people who are heavy smokers, heavy drinkers, people who do bad stuff, people who are obese or overweight tend to have shorter life expectancy because they're more prone to heart disease, high blood pressure, etc., etc. So I mean, obviously, like I've said before, there are exceptions. So when you get to the point you can't wipe your own butt crack, there is clearly an addiction there to food. It's like, you can't wipe over and wipe your own ass like the big ass cigar or your own asshole, then clearly there's, like, you could seriously have, like, even at 25 or 30, a heart attack. But if you're like me, you have a big BMI, body mass index, you're somebody who is moderately overweight, low scale of obese, then it's like the next 10 years is your grace period to get your shit together, your crap together. So it's like, it's hard for somebody my age to gauge my life expectancy because, again, what you do before you turn 30 or 35 or 40 is like your grace period. I'll give you an example on another spectrum. Is I know somebody, I'm not going to say who is, I'm just going to say I know somebody who is in their 60s and has said to me personally, I'm not going to say who it is, it'll be that their confidentiality, if I had to guess where I'd be, how old I'll be when I die, when I pass away, like we all do at some point, I would say late 60s, early 70s, because I've had a stressful life. So, again, that person's going to remain anonymous. So, it's like, yeah, in your 60s, you probably have a better idea, because when you are in your 60s, things like cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, are much more prevalent. So when you're in your 20s, even your late 20s, it's hard to guess. I mean, if you're looking for trouble, you're trying to get a heart attack, you're trying to get a stroke, you're drinking an entire chug of whiskey per day. I mean, clearly then you're just playing with fire. So as the old saying goes, playing with fire, nice big ass fire, like a big ass cigar. So I mean, you're getting to the point you can't wipe your own butt crack. Then I mean, clearly you are morbidly, grossly obese. I mean, you're going through 3, 4, 5, 6 packs of these cigarettes. You're a habitual chain smoker, which some people on YouTube think I am, which I'm not. It's like, then clearly you're putting yourself at high risk for cancer. But in general, before you turn 35 or 40 is your grace period, and it's, for somebody my age, it's hard to gauge because either way, at somebody in their late 20s, dying period is very tragic. So somebody in their 60s dying is still very sad and very young, but it's not considered as tragic as somebody in their 20s because, again, like I said before, barring a few exceptions here and there, what you do before you turn 35 is your grace period. Big ass cigar for life. Give me your thoughts. Bye. Comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.